Hello dear students, in my previous video I have discussed various growth and decay models and explained each model with an example. In this video on differential equations, I'll solve the questions from exercise 5 of unit 3C differential equations from the CBSE book, student support material. The first question, find an exponential growth model y equal to y naught e raised to kt that satisfies the stated conditions. So here we need to find a model given by y equal to y naught into e raised to kt. The first subdivision y of 0 equal to 1 and doubling time t equal to 5 years. Now if we have such type of questions, we need to find the value of y naught and k, and we have to write y in terms of t alone. So first, now based on the conditions which are given here, we have to find the model. So the first subdivision, given y naught equal to 1. So y naught is already given here, and then it is given doubling time t equal to 5 years. So for t equal to 5 years, we have y equal to 2 times y naught. Therefore, y equal to y naught into e raised to kt. This is the given model. It will become 2 y naught equal to y naught into e raised to 5k. Now we can take log on both sides. So taking log, here we have to take natural logarithms. So ln 2 will be equal to 5k. As I already mentioned in my previous videos, it is better to remember the value of ln 2 because mostly it will be as doubling time, then half the time, like that. So everywhere we have to know the natural logarithm value of 2. So the value of ln 2 is 0.693. So from this we have 0.693 equal to 5k, or we have k equal to 0.693 upon 5, or this is equal to 0.1386. Therefore the model is y equal to, y naught is already given 1, e raised to 0.1386 t. So this is the model. Now the second subdivision, y of 0 equal to 5 and growth rate equal to 2%. So here y of 0 equal to 5 means when t equal to 0, that is y naught is given as 5 and the growth rate is given as 2%. This growth rate, it is nothing but it is k. So for the second subdivision, given y naught equal to 5 and k equal to 2%, which is 0.02. Therefore the model is y is equal to 5 into e raised to 0.02 t. So this is the model. The third subdivision, y of 1 equal to 1 and y of 10 equal to 100. Using these two conditions, we have to find the value of y naught and k. So the third subdivision, y of 1 equal to 1 implies 1 equal to y naught into e raised to k into 1. That is, here y of 1 equal to 1 means t equal to 1. At t equal to 1, y is equal to 1. Or we have 1 is equal to y naught into e raised to k. So let us mark this as equation 1. Then y of y of 10 equal to 100 it is given, which means 100 is equal to y0 into e raised to 10k. Let us mark this as equation 2. Now if we divide 2 by 1, we get 100 upon 1 equal to y0 into e raised to 10k upon y0 into e raised to k. So from this we get e raised to 9k equal to 100, or if we take log, we get 9k equal to ln 100. The value of ln 100 is 4.605. So we have k is equal to 4.605 upon 9. So it is equal to 0.51, approximately equal to 0.51. Now from 1 we can find y0. From 1 equal to y0 into e raised to k. Here this is 1. 1 is equal to y0 into e raised to k. So from here we have y0 is equal to 1 by e raised to k, that is 0.51. Now e raised to 0.51, it is 1.6653. So this is equal to 0.6. So we have found k and we have found y0. This is k. Therefore, the model is y equal to 0.6 into e raised to 0.51 t. So this is the model. Next question. Gaurav deposited rupees 5,000 in an account paying 3% interest compounded continuously for 5 years. First subdivision, find the total amount at the end of 5 years, and second subdivision, how long will it take for the money to double. First let us solve the first subdivision. Here Gaurav deposited rupees 5,000. So initially the amount deposited was rupees 5,000 and the rate of interest R is 3% or 0.03. And now we know for compound interest the model is given by A equal to A0 into e raised to RT. So this is the model that is used for compound interest. So using this we can find the first subdivision. So we need to find the amount at the end of 5 years. So for t equal to 5, A equal to A0 is 5,000 into e raised to R is 0.03 into t is 5. So it is 5,000 into e raised to 0.15. Now this e raised to 0.15, it is equal to 1.162. So this is equal to 5,810. So the amount after 5 years is 5,810. The next subdivision, how long will it take for the money to double? So for the next subdivision we have A equal to A0 e raised to KT, RT. So we need to find for A equal to 2A0, we need to find the time. If we mark this as equation 1, 1 implies 2A0 equal to A0 into e raised to R is 3%. So 0.03 t. Now we can take log on both sides. So ln 2 will be equal to 0.03 t. Ln 2 the value is 0.693. This is equal to 0.03 t. So from this we can find t. T is equal to 0.693 upon 0.03. So this is 69.3 divided by 3. So it is 23.1 years. So it will take 21.1 years for this rupees 5,000 to double, that is to become 10,000 if the rate of interest is 3%. Next question. In a certain culture of bacteria, the number of bacteria increased 5 times in 10 hours. How long did it take for the bacteria to double? So here this is population growth model. It is given the number of bacteria increased 5 times in 10 hours. We need to find the time taken for the bacteria to double. So the model is P equal to lambda into e raised to kt. Given when t equal to 10 hours, P equal to 5 lambda. So this is the population growth model. Here lambda is the population in the beginning. So it is given by P is equal to lambda into e raised to kt. K is the constant and t is the time. Here it is given the number of bacteria increased 5 times in 10 hours. So when in 10 hours the population has become 5 times its original amount, original number. So 1 implies 5 lambda equal to lambda into e raised to 10k. So from this we have again taking log on both sides. We have ln 5 is equal to 10k. Now the value for the natural logarithm 5 is 1.609 equal to 10k. So from this we have k equal to 1.609 divided by 10, or it is 0.1609. Now we have to find the time taken for the number of bacteria to double. Now for P equal to 2 lambda, we need to find the time. So 1 implies 2 lambda equal to lambda into e raised to, we have found k as 0.1609. 0.1609 t. So again we can take log on both sides. We get ln 2 is equal to 0.1609 t. Ln 2 is 0.693. This is equal to 0.1609 t. So from this we have t is equal to 0.693 upon 0.1609. Now when we divide, we get t is approximately equal to 4.3 hours. So the time taken for the bacteria to double is 4.3 hours. Next question. The amount of oil pumped from one of the wells decreases at the continuous rate of 10% per year. When will the well's output fall to 1/4 of its present value? So here it is given the amount of oil pumped, it decreases at a continuous rate of 10% per year. We need to find when the output will fall to 1/4 of its present value. So the model is given by A is equal to A0 into e raised to, here the rate is given, so it is e raised to minus 0.1 t, because the amount of oil is decreasing at a continuous rate. So we need to have e raised to minus 0.1 t. Now we need to know the time in which the output will fall to 1/4 of its present value. For A equal to A0 by 4, we need to find the time. So from the given equation, we have A0 by 4 is equal to A0 into e raised to minus 0.1 t. Or we have A0 will go 1 by 4 equal to e raised to minus 0.1 t. So from this we have e raised to 0.1 t equal to 4. 4 is 2 square. Now we can take log. So we have 0.1 t is equal to 2 ln 2. Because log 2 square will nothing but it is 2 ln 2. So 0.1 t is equal to ln 2, we know it is 0.693. So t is equal to 2 into 0.693 upon 0.1. So it is equal to 1.386 upon 0.1. This is equal to 13.86. The time is given in years per year. Here it is given the amount of oil decreases at the rate of 10% per year. We need to find when the output will fall to 1/4 of its present value. So the output will fall to 1/4 of its present value when time is equal to 13.86 years. So it will take 13.86 years for the amount of oil to decrease to 1/4 of its present value if it decreases at a rate of 10% per year. Next question, a cup of tea with temperature 95 degrees Celsius is placed in a room with a constant temperature of 25 degrees. How many minutes will it take to reach a temperature of 51 degrees if it cools to 85 degrees Celsius in 1 minute? So here it is given a cup of tea with temperature 95 degrees. It is placed in a room and the room temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. We need to find the time it will take to reach to 51 degrees Celsius, and one more information given is it cools to 85 degrees Celsius in 1 minute. So now using Newton's law of cooling, we have dt upon the rate at which the temperature decreases. It is given by minus k into the body temperature minus the surrounding temperature, where A is the surrounding temperature. And T is the temperature of T. So from this we can find dt by T minus A equal to minus k dt. So we can integrate. So log T minus A equal to minus kt plus C, or we have T minus A equal to e raised to minus kt into e raised to C. So this is equal to lambda into e raised to minus kt. So the model is T minus A equal to lambda into e raised to minus kt. This is what we have seen in Newton's law of cooling. Now let us mark this as equation 1. Now at time t equal to 0, the temperature was 95 degrees Celsius. T equal to 95 degrees Celsius and the surrounding room temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. So here we can write 21. T minus 21 equal to lambda into e raised to minus kt. So if we substitute this in 1, we have 95 minus 21 equal to lambda into e raised to 0. Or from this we get lambda is equal to 74 degrees Celsius. The next information which is given is it cools to 85 degrees Celsius in 1 minute. So in time t equal to 1 minute, the temperature becomes 85 degree Celsius. So from this we can write t minus 21 equal to lambda into e raised to minus kt. I'm sorry, lambda is 74 into e raised to minus kt. Let us take this as equation 2. So from 2 we have 85 minus 21 is equal to 74 into e raised to minus k into 1. So we have 64 is equal to 74 into e raised to, t is 1 it is given, e raised to minus k. So from this we have e raised to k equal to 74 upon 64. So this is equal to 1.156. So we get e raised to k as 1.156. Now we need to find the time in which it will reach a temperature of 51 degree Celsius. Now from this let us find k. Here e raised to k is 1.156 means this k will be ln 1.156. So this implies k equal to ln 1.156. The natural logarithm value of 1.156 is 0.145. So we need to find for t equal to 51 degrees Celsius, the time taken to reach 51 degrees Celsius. So from this we have 51 minus 21 is equal to 74 into e raised to k is 0.145. So minus 0.145 into t. So from this we get 30 upon 74 equal to e raised to minus 0.145 t. Or we have e raised to 0.145 t. It is 74 upon 30, or it is equal to 2.47. So from this we get 0.145 t is ln 2.47. The natural logarithm of 2.47 is 0.904. Therefore t is equal to 0.904 upon 0.145. So this is equal to 6.23 minutes. So the time taken to reach a temperature of 51 degrees Celsius is 6.23 minutes. So slowly, step by step, we have to find each of these. First we have to find lambda. First we have to find the model t minus 21 equal to lambda into e raised to minus kt. Then we have to find lambda by substituting t equal to 0. And then the information is given, it cools to 85 degrees Celsius in 1 minute. So using that information we can find k, and finally we have found lambda and k. So when t equal to 51 degrees we can easily find the time taken, which is small t. So it is 6.23 minutes. Next question. A cake is removed from an oven at 250 degree Fahrenheit and left to cool at room temperature, which is 70 degree Fahrenheit. After 30 minutes, the temperature of the cake is 150 degree Fahrenheit. After how much time will it be? 100 degree Fahrenheit. So here the initial temperature is 250 degree Fahrenheit and the room temperature is 75 degree Fahrenheit. After 30 minutes, the temperature becomes 150 degree Fahrenheit. We need to know the time in which it will be 100 degree Fahrenheit. So first let us write the model. The model is T minus A equal to lambda into e raised to minus kt. So A is given as 70 degree Fahrenheit. A equal to 70 degree Fahrenheit. That is the room temperature. So T minus 70 equal to lambda into e raised to minus kt. Now initially the initial temperature was 250 degree Fahrenheit. So at T equal to 0, the temperature was 250. So 1 implies 250 minus 70 equal to lambda into e raised to 0. So from this we have lambda is equal to 180 degree Fahrenheit. Therefore, T minus 70 is equal to 180 into e raised to minus kt. So let us mark this as equation 2. Now the next information which is given is after 30 minutes the temperature of the cake is 150 degree Fahrenheit. So when T equal to 30, the temperature is 150 degree Fahrenheit. So from this we have 150 minus 70. This is equal to 180 into e raised to minus 30k. So 150 minus 70 is 80. 80 is equal to 180 into e raised to minus 30k. Or we have e raised to 30k equal to 180 upon 80. Now this 180 upon 80, it is equal to 2.25. So from this we have 30k as natural logarithm of 2.25. So 30k is equal to ln 2.25. Now this value is 0.811. So from this we have k is equal to 0.811 upon 30, or it is equal to 0.027. So we have the model here. So 2 implies T minus 70. This equation T minus 70 is equal to 180 into e raised to minus 0.027 T. Now we can find our answer. After how much time will it be? 100 degree Fahrenheit. So for T is equal to 100 degree Fahrenheit, we need to find the time taken. Let us mark this as equation 3. So from 3 we have 100 minus 70 equal to 180 into e raised to minus 0.027 T. Or we have 30 is equal to 180 into e raised to minus 0.027 T. So we have e raised to 0.027 T is equal to 6. Now if we take log on both sides, we get 0.027 T is equal to natural logarithm of 6. Now natural logarithm of 6, it is equal to 1.792. So T is equal to 1.792 upon 0.0027. Now this 1.792 upon it is 027, not 0027. 1.792 upon 0.027. When we simplify, we get it as 66.37 minutes. Or 66.37 minutes, it's approximately equal to 6 hours 6 minutes. So after 6 hours 6 minutes, the temperature of the cake will be 100 degree Fahrenheit. Next question. Radium decomposes at a rate proportional to the amount present. If half the original amount disappears in 1600 years, find the percentage lost in 100 years. So this is a decay model similar to the carbon dating that we have already seen. So here it is given if A is the mass. If A of t is the mass at time t, given dA by dt is proportional to A, or we have dA by dt is equal to minus Ka, because it decomposes at a rate, it reduces at a rate proportional to the amount present. So from this we have dA by A equal to minus K dt. If we integrate both sides, we get log A equal to minus Kt plus C, or A is, this is to the base E, so A is equal to e raised to C into e raised to minus Kt, or e raised to C is the initial amount which is present, or A is equal to A naught into e raised to minus Kt. Let us mark this as 1. This is the model. Here it is given half the original amount disappears in 1600 years. So T equal to 1600 and A equal to A naught by 2. Therefore 1 implies A naught by 2 equal to A naught into e raised to minus 1600 K. So from this we have half is equal to e raised to minus 1600 K. So we can write e raised to 1600 K equal to 2. If we take log on both sides, this implies 1600 K equal to natural logarithm of 2. This we know it is equal to 0.693. So we have K equal to 0.693 upon 1600. Now 0.693 upon 1600, it is equal to 0.000433. So we have found K. So we have the model here. Therefore A equal to A naught into e raised to minus 0.000433. Now we need to find the percentage lost in 100 years. So let us take, let A equal to x into A naught in t equal to 100 years. This is t, okay. So from 2 we have x into A naught is equal to A naught into e raised to minus 0.000433 into 100, or x is equal to e raised to minus 0.04311, or this is equal to 1 by e raised to 0.04311. Now this 1 by e raised to 0.04311, it is 0.9576. So in 100 years, the amount has decreased to 0.9576. Therefore, amount lost will be, percentage amount lost will be 1 minus 0.9576, or it is equal to 0.0424, which is 4.24%. So the percentage of amount lost in 100 years will be 4.24%. Next question, half-life of radioactive carbon-14 is 5700 years. A certain bone was observed to contain 75% of carbon-14 as compared to what is present in the living creatures. This is living creatures. Determine its antiquity. Antiquity means age. We have to determine how old is the bone. So first let us write the model. A equal to A naught into e raised to minus kt. Now it is given half-life is 5700 years. So given A equal to A naught by 2 for t equal to 5700 years. So the first equation implies A naught by 2 equal to A naught into e raised to minus 5700 k. Or from this we have half is equal to e raised to minus 5700 k, which means e raised to 5700 k equal to 2. Now if we take log on both sides, we have 5700 k is equal to ln 2. This is 0.693. So from this we have k is equal to 0.693 upon 5700. This when we simplify, this is equal to 0.0001216. So the given model is A equal to A naught into e raised to minus 0.0001216 t. That is the model. And here it is given a certain bone was observed to contain 75% of carbon-14. We need to find its age. So for A is equal to 75% means it is 3 by 4 A naught. We need to find t. So 1 implies 3 by 4 A naught equal to A naught into e raised to, let us take this as 2, k is minus 0.0001216 t. This is from 2. So from this we have e raised to 0.0001216 t is equal to 4 by 3. Now if we take log on both sides, we have 0.0001216 t. This is equal to natural logarithm of 4 minus natural logarithm of 3. Now 4 is 2 square. So ln 2 square will be 2 log 2. 2 ln 2. So this is equal to 2 ln 2 minus ln 3. Now ln 2 we know it is 0.693 and the value of ln 3 is 1.0986. So this is equal to 1.386 minus 1.0986. This is equal to 0.2874. Now from this we get t is equal to 0.2874 upon 0.0001216. Now this when we simplify, we get this as, so it is 874 upon 1.216. So we get 2363.5 years. So the age of this bone, which was observed to contain 75% of carbon-14 when compared to its present living creatures, it is 2363.5 years. Moving on to the next question. If 600 grams of radioactive substance are present initially and 3 years later only 300 grams remain, how much of substance will be present after 6 years? So here again it is a decay model. So the decay model is given by A is equal to A naught into e raised to minus kt. So here it is given 600 grams was present initially and 3 years later only 300 grams remain. We need to estimate the amount of substance that will be present after 6 years. So here A naught is given. A naught equal to 600 grams. Therefore, the model is A is equal to 600 into e raised to minus kt. And then the next information is 3 years later 300 grams remain. So A equal to 300 and T equal to 3 years. So from this we can find K. 1 implies 300 equal to 600 into e raised to minus 3k. Or we have half is equal to e raised to minus 3k or e raised to 3k equal to 2. Here let us mark this as equation 2. Here if we see, in the previous questions we were asked to find the time t, so it was important for us to find k. Whereas here in this question it is asked how much of the substance will be present after 6 years. So let us keep this e raised to 3k equal to 2 as it is and we will try to find the answer. So for t equal to 6 years, 1 implies A equal to 600 into e raised to minus 6k. That is A equal to 600 upon e raised to 6k. This e raised to 6k we can write it as e raised to 3k the whole square. So this is equal to 600 upon 2 square. Since from 2. Here from 2 e raised to 3k is 2. So this is equal to 600 upon 4 which is 150. Therefore, A equal to 150 grams after 4 years. So here it is asked how much of the substance will be present after 6 years. So after 6 years, the amount of substance, after 6 years. After 6 years. After 6 years, the amount of substance that will be present is 150 grams. Next question. The space vehicles are supplied power from nuclear energy derived from radioactive isotopes. The output of the radioactive power supply for a certain satellite is given by the function y equal to 50 into e raised to minus 0.004 t, where y is in watts and t is time in days. So the model is directly given y equal to 50 into e raised to 0.004 t, y is in watts and t is in days. First subdivision, how much power will be available at the end of 90 days. And second subdivision, how long will it take for the amount of power to be half of its original strength. So the first subdivision, t is given, we need to find y. Y is equal to 50 into e raised to minus 0.004 t. So for t equal to 90 days, y is equal to 50 into e raised to minus 0.004 into 90, or this is equal to 50 into e raised to minus 0.36. Sometimes the value for e raised to minus 0.36 will be given directly, or e raised to 0.36 will be given. If e raised to 0.36 is given, we can write this as 50 divided by e raised to 0.36. So this is equal to 50 upon 1.433. The value of e raised to 0.36 is 1.433. So 50 upon 1.433 is 34.89. Therefore, y is equal to 34.89 watts. Now moving on to the second subdivision, how long will it take for the amount of power to be half of its original amount? B, y is equal to 50 e raised to minus 0.004 t. So here the initial amount is 50. Now we need to find the time taken for the power to become half its strength. So for y is equal to 25, we need to find t. So equation 1 implies 25 is equal to 50 into e raised to minus 0.004 t. This will go 2 times. So we have half is equal to e raised to minus 0.004 t. Or we have e raised to 0.004 t equal to 2. So if we take log on both sides, we have 0.004 t equal to ln 2. Ln 2 is 0.693. So from this we have t is equal to 0.693 upon 0.004. This is 693 upon 4. So it is equal to 173.25 days. Here t is time in days. So the time taken for the amount of power to be half of its original strength is 173.25 days. The last question, using exponential growth model to show that the time it takes for a population to double, that is for initial number a to 2a, is given by t equal to ln 2 by k. So we need to show that the time taken for population to double is ln 2 upon k. So we know p is equal to a into e raised to kt. The population growth model is given by p is equal to a into e raised to kt. So for p equal to 2a, we have 2a equal to a into e raised to kt. So from this we get e raised to kt equal to 2. We can take log on both sides, that is natural logarithm. So we have kt equal to ln 2 or t is equal to ln 2 upon k. So this is what we have to prove, and we have proved. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.